Suella Braverman was talking about this yesterday. She'd said migrants can attend Mass once a week for a few months, befriend the vicar, get your baptism date in the diary, and bingo, you'll be signed off by a member of the clergy that you're now a God-fearing Christian who will face persecution if removed to Islamic country of origin. It's a very kind of punchy thing for her to say.
Well, I mean, the problem with the Church of England is that it's haemorrhaging faithful so they're sort of desperate, aren't they? Really, so they're making it easy. I think the Church of England has lost so many. Attendances are down, churches are empty, and maybe they see this as a fantastic opportunity to get some more followers. And if they really are converting to Christianity, then that's a good thing, because Christianity is a very pleasant, nice, kind religion.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, I think that's a good thing. But what you have to do is question the motives, because with this guy, the man who threw the acid in the face of the woman and 2 children, that's not a very Christian thing to do.
Absolutely
so
not.
If you are a Christian, I don't think that's what you would go around doing if you were genuinely Christian.
And of course, perhaps these Christian clergy would say, all we are doing is acting with compassion, that we do not think these people should be sent back to dangerous country, that we think we should be welcoming them here, and therefore we will do what we can to help them to stay.
But this is coming from the top. The Archbishop of Canterbury has been extremely vocal in the Lords against the Rwanda bill. He doesn't like it, doesn't want it, has said it's a terrible thing. So they are, to an extent, they are just really doing what their leader is telling them to do. And like I said, if they really are genuinely converting to Christianity, great. But as I said, throwing acid in someone's face is not a very Christian act.
According to the Telegraph, a lot of them have been converting Sarah on something called the Alpha course.
Yes.
It's like a fast track.
It's quite strange, the Alpha course.
It is.
It's a bit culty, actually.
It's very culty. And the Alpha course was taken by a man called Ahmad al-Sweileman, the Liverpool bomber, who then blew himself up outside a maternity hospital in 2021, 4 years after his confirmation at the city's cathedral. Not very Christian.
No, it's not very Christian, is it? I think these, there are lots of red flags going on here. And as I said, I don't think the Archbishop of Canterbury helps, because he's so adamantly against the Rwanda bill, as not even beginning to contemplate the idea of sending people back.
And he should have a word with his clergy, because they've got a document called Church Support for Asylum Seekers, guidance for the Church of England, how to help if their claims are refused.
Yeah. Exactly.
You come and become one of us, and then your asylum claim won't be refused, because we'll say you can't go back. It's a distortion.
It's a real distortion. And the thing is, it's a shame, because, when people come to this country from abroad, you want them to integrate and you want them to sort of be part of the community. And for that concept to be used in such a kind of, I suppose, malicious way is really horrible, because, you of course you want people to become British and to embrace our way of life, but then if it's being used as a loophole to keep, rapists, murderers, whatever. This guy had a conviction for sexual assault.
Yes, he did.
It's not. It just undermines the whole system, really.
Do you think there are MPs who are currently scratching their chin as to how to talk about this issue without getting themselves into massive hot water?
It is impossible for anyone to have any sensible conversation now in this country about these things, because as soon as you do, you're labelled, you just get labelled with all sorts of things.
Racist, xenophobic, and far-right.
Exactly. And the thing is, it's the path of least resistance, isn't it? Because to have this conversation in a sort of intelligent, open and honest way is difficult and painful, actually. Yeah. Because, you don't want to think that people are exploiting the system, and yet we see time and again that they are. So it's easier to just say, they're all lovely people, and why are you being so horrible? And that's what a lot of our colleagues in journalism do, and your colleagues in the broadcasting world. And then the ones who try to have the difficult conversation are, pushed to one side, or labelled, or, vilified. And so we end up going round and round in ever-decreasing circles, getting absolutely nowhere.